And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas. Ready? 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, here we go. Check 99. Check it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. From the 36, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Cut 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. On the tape.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray going for it all. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Safety's creeping.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's got his man. It's Butler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now Cousins. A screen to Bell. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Cousins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world? No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. On second down, Cousins again. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Cousins again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission. Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 63 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there. Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
We got double up. Hey, switch, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Murray now. And he finds his man. That's Butler. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 16, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 12, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 42. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
1st down, Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Murray now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. They even let you play.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That one goes for 24 yards. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. Mike 54. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Shift. 2.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Cousins now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Lucky 50. Hey, can't. What's up?
Second down and goal. Cousins. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 49. Go. Motion. Mike 42. Check the out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
3 bud. Alert flare. Kill.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go, baby.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10